What's up, guys? It's been a while. Figured I'd give you guys an update of what's going on. In the back over here, you see my Camaro. Some of you guys know this car. I've been building this for a while, and if you guys follow me on Instagram or see it on some social media, I've been converting my convertible into a hardtop Shootingbrake, a station wagon or wagon, whatever, hatchback. Basically, I had this convertible ever since I was a kid, and when I was a kid, I always wanted a convertible because they were kind of rare. But as I got older, I kind of fell out of love with convertibles. A lot of sports car guys, you know, they don't like convertibles. So I always kind of wanted a hardtop. I wish it was a hardtop. I did all this work to it, and it's not a hardtop. But my father has this 91 Corvette, and it is a 91 Camaro, and he's got he's a convertible, but he's got a hardtop piece for it, hardtop convertible roof. And I was always kind of jealous, and I always kind of wanted to make a removable hardtop for the car. But I've also been a wagon boy at heart, so I decided to make my own hardtop removable convertible, but I'm making a wagon, so this is gonna be removable. What you see right here, what I'm doing here is I got pretty much the shape made out of foam. Now this is that 2-inch Pink Panther shit that you get from Home Depot. Comes in 4x8 sheets. So basically what I did was I used that as my plug, or like, you know, pretty much my form that I'm gonna fiberglass. And I've never fiberglassed before, so judge me all you want, I don't really give a shit. I kind of don't really know what I'm doing, but I've done a lot of research, and I think I can figure this out. So I'm also, you know, I'm an artist by nature, so I can do like the sculpting and shit. I think that's the hardest part, is sculpting the shape. So basically what I did was I used the 2-inch by 2-inch foam, piece on the sides, piece on the top. I used that great stuff expandable foam to hold it together, and then I started sanding. So what I did was, I used pretty much to get, you know, the bulk of it, I use this big ass brush, and you can fucking knock away at it with this, really get the shape good. And then I also used a hot wire cutter. I don't have it out, so I'm done using it for now. But I used a hot wire cutter, which is basically like kind of almost like a guitar string with some tension, and it's hooked up to some power. You can make one at home with like a battery charger or something, but that'll cut right through this, basically like melting it. So you can use that to knock away big parts too. Basically, sand down the shape. I got my shape. I made a template for the windows and all the sides after I got my shape. I started cutting this out. Now I still got to do work on this. Like, this is still a lot of ways to go. So this I'm gonna make smooth. I'm gonna insert my glass. I'm gonna make Lexan glass. I'm gonna CNC it. I'm gonna make sure those all fit, front and back, sides and back. I mean, sorry. I got a spoiler. This is another spoiler as the same one here. So I cut the edges off. What I'm gonna do is, you know, I'm gonna fiberglass the ends. I got some hinges I'm gonna put in here. So basically, foam. Use a little bit of exterior house paint and some spackle to get this really hard after this is done, and then smooth that out, and I can fiberglass right over that. You know. You know, there's a couple other steps, you know, but pretty much what I'm gonna do is keep shaping. Once I get my shape done, I got another convertible top, so I'm gonna use the weather stripping around here from the convertible top, fabricate it in. I'm gonna use my hinges for up here with the latches. This way it'll connect to your factory. I can't make it connect because the same way the convertible top connects, because down here is an 8-pillar that goes all the way down here and connects. So without jumping in the car and taking the sail panel molding off, I can't really do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna do rib nuts, like maybe like one here on each side, so that when I do remove it, you'll just see like a nice little like nut or something, like an Allen head or something on there. So it'll look all right. I mean, the whole car looks kind of crazy anyway. So if there's a couple little bolts, it's convertible, it's gonna look fun. And then the rag top is still gonna stay in there. I still have a full functioning trunk under there. I'm gonna make the fiberglass continue all the way to the other side like a parcel shelf. So the way this glass, when you raise this up, there will be like a carpeted parcel shelf under there, and that will all come off, you know, with the couple rib nuts. Anyway, so that's what I got going on. You can follow the build on my Instagram at benini.design.studio. I'm gonna post this on YouTube, maybe anywhere else. I might edit it a little shorter, throw it on TikTok or whatever. But anyway, however you saw this, I appreciate you guys checking me out. I get a lot of hate for this from the Camaro guys, but from the non-Camaro guys, I get love. I don't know why those Camaro guys are so crazy, but I'm an artist, I'm a designer, so I'm not a purist. I gotta make shit my own, I gotta keep designing, and I want you guys to keep building too. I'm back after I finished shaping the whole top out of the foam, the Pink Panther stuff. What I did next was I trimmed out my windows, I cut them out because I really didn't feel like sanding all that, getting that smooth. I got my Lexan CNC cut that I'm gonna put in here, and later on, if the roof is a little too, the opening's a little too small. I could always sand it down and get it perfect. But for now, you see it's white. What I did was I did a layer of external house paint. That's kind of gonna fill in a little bit of the imperfections, but after this, I'm gonna use some standard house spackle, you know, stuff that you use in your walls to fill in cracks, shit like that. So what that's gonna do is kind of give it like a shell, and then I could sand it and get it actually perfectly smooth. And then I'm gonna give another coat of paint, sand it again, and that's when it's gonna be ready for glass. So stay tuned. I don't know how long that's gonna take. I hate sanding, but I've been doing this for a few weeks now, and I just wanted to be done, or at least I want to get some glass down. I want to move on to the next step. Catch you guys later.